In 2014, photographer Matthew Paley traveled to Greenland to learn about the lifestyle and diet of the Inuit. Here, he talks about his experience.
I decided after much research to go to Greenland, and I went to the eastern part of Greenland, which is less inhabited. And so I went to this place called Izortok, and they eat only meat, traditionally. This is Izortok, that's the whole of it, and it took me 2 flights and 2 helicopter rides to get there. I had contacted a family before, so when I arrived, I was met by this family, and I spent 10 days sleeping there in the living room. I was staying with Bent, which is there in green, and Dina, standing up, and they are hunters. They go hunting a few times a week. They're active hunters still.
Soon after his arrival, Paley joined his hosts on a seal hunt. He took photos of the experience.
So we go out, we drive out, and they are looking for what they like most is seal. So she's looking at this environment, looking for a little black spot to pop up.
For 4 days, they searched for seals, but weren't able to find any. However, they did catch several birds called ptarmigan. Paley took photos as Dina prepared the birds for dinner, but it wasn't really what he was looking for. For Paley, it didn't feel like a real Arctic experience.
So I asked Dina, cooking, I said, do you have like anything like more Arctic, like whale? And she's like, yeah, I got plenty of whale meat. So she popped out this beautiful bag of, I'm like, no, not working. But then I still needed to get some hunting scene, something that is telling where you see. And then I hear about this other hunter who would often go hunting on canoe because you can approach animals much more quietly. And I said, hey, bring me on. Ah, yes, I saw something here. I think a little black spot. Yeah, Magnus, here. That means head of a seal, sign language. And so that's right there. You see, that's the head of a seal. It comes out for about 10, 20 seconds, and then it would just dive back in. So you have to be quick, you have to be close. Also, you need quiet sea, because if there's waves, you can't see the head.
That day, they were able to see the seals, but again, weren't able to catch any. But one day, when Paley was hunting with Bent and Dina, they finally caught one. They brought the seal back to the village. Hunting and preparing meat has been part of life for the Inuit for thousands of years. Although the Inuit are starting to adapt to the modern world, in some ways, their lifestyle remains the same as it has been for generations. And so the Inuit continue to survive in this remote place at the top of the world.